funny things just keep happening while I'm discussing flat Earth with people for different reasons. People come to me. Well, no, not for different reasons. I got the Earth is flat written on the back of my car. Now, granted, it won't be my car for much longer, but enough people have seen that written on the back of my windshield to now question me, or at least know that I believe that the Earth is flat, and are willing to discuss that. And I was talking to a guy that I work with, good guy, smart guy. I like this guy, and I just brought him back to the baseline. The fact of the matter is that large bodies of water don't curve. I used to say water doesn't curve. Now I say large bodies of water don't curve. The reason why I changed it to saying large bodies of water don't curve is because I simply said water doesn't curve to a old friend of mine that yeah, we're not friends anymore. I let me see, added him on Facebook. Hadn't talked to the guy in a while. He found out about my knowledge that the Earth is flat, and he made a couple of backhanded remarks, just kind of rubbing me the wrong way. And I'm thinking that we're friends, so I'm thinking that we can discuss this a little bit further. I'm telling him, hey, I've flown a whole lot and I haven't seen any curve, and he's telling me, yes, you did see curvature. I'm like, you can't tell me what I saw, man. So, um, we had that disagreement, and he unfriended me on Facebook, and then went about blocking me, so I couldn't even say anything to him. If anything, I just try to square him up and just let him know the baseline facts. Luckily, I was able to get back in touch with him via email because I knew he had a certain type of email account, and yeah, I remembered it from a while back. So yeah, I emailed him about this, and in that email, I did specify saying that water doesn't curve, and made a few other remarks and comments and all that. But then he emails me back. He makes a few comments, and then he attaches a link. And this link is to what's the link? To Google Images of a single droplet. So he shows me this page full of water droplets, basically, and says, for your viewing pleasure. So, yeah, I will submit that water does curve in small droplets. In the form of small droplets, yes, water does curve. Now, in large bodies of water, wherein the water is made of all those little droplets, more than, I don't know, how many droplets make up a puddle? How many droplets make up the water that spills over the counter when you waste water? When water's on that type of surface, yes. Now, once enough water accumulates to reach a border on all sides, then that water doesn't curve anymore. That water then lies flat and level. And that's now why I say large bodies of water don't curve, as opposed to water doesn't curve. So, all that being said, I talked to another coworker here. Well, not here, like at my job, and I told him about large bodies of water, how it doesn't curve. You can put it in a bottle of water. I mean, like, just right here, it lays flat. In a bottle of water. If you pour milk into a bowl, it's going to lie flat. Uh, You know, you see a puddle when you drive by. If it rained, there's a puddle on the side of the road, and the water always lays flat. You've been to a lake or a pond where on a clear day, or you've seen this on a pond, a large body of water that isn't moving over a distance, and you see to the other side that the water lays flat. You know this. You know that large bodies of water don't curve. So if it works the same as in a cup or a bowl or a pond or a lake, that means just keep going. What's bigger than a lake? Ocean. Oceans. The oceans of the world lay flat, just like all the smaller bodies of water. You know this. You know this. So that's what I'm trying to explain to this guy, and he just couldn't seem to get it. He's saying so, but what? We have pictures from space. I'm like, do you see the different tones and textures of all the pictures from space on? Typing in Google Images. This is what I'm telling the guy at work, and you'll see so many different versions of Earth with different colors of the ocean. That'll show this continent, and this year it was like a brown color, like everything was dead, and then a few years later another picture where it's like green and plush and it's a different size, and then there's another year where it's all brown again, and it's like the ocean's like this dark blue. It just doesn't make sense to sit here and say that the world has changed the way it looks over just a matter of years like that. It doesn't make any sense. Especially if it goes from, one extreme to the other. It looks dreary here, it looks bright blue, green, and glorious here, and then it looks dreary again. That doesn't make much sense to me. That's all I'm saying. But beyond that, I'd like to interrupt this video with a question. And this is a question that I came up with while editing, and also it's a question that I haven't heard anybody else ask. Why is it that all the pictures that we get from NASA are always kind of, right side up? We always see the United States the same way on the globe pictures that we see the United States in a book. We always see Africa the same alignment. It's always the slim part at the bottom, the thicker side at the top. You know what I mean? We always see right side up, as if NASA always flies right along the equator and takes pictures right along the equator, right side up, every time. We never see pictures from NASA of the Earth with America and Africa and everything like tilted sideways or upside down. We never see that. We always see it like right side up, like we see it in a textbook. Ask yourself why that is. I'm just saying. If all this rotating is going on in the world, and these satellites are on these different trajectories and all that, do they just launch every satellite to go into orbit, and all of them that take pictures are just taking pictures from right around the equator, right side up? Think about that. All right, back to the video. I was contemplating this weeks ago, and just to square people away on this idea, to bring it to the most simple level, get a bubble level. Look, if you hold this thing level, the bubble stays in the center, right? That's why they call it a level. But I'm here in Tacoma, and it's level here in Tacoma. I can hold this level. Doesn't that look straight? Yes. So if it's like that in Tacoma, and you hold up your level, and it's level in Texas, that means something's wrong. That means we're going along a flat surface. Because if we weren't going along a flat surface, it'll be level here, And as soon as you get I don't know, 100,000 whatever miles away, that bubble's gonna slide to the side and it's not gonna read level. And I tried to explain that to somebody, and this dude said gravity is what keeps the bubble in the middle. Gravity? Gravity? My goodness, these people and gravity. Gravity is what keeps the bubble in the middle of the level. Are you kidding me? Because the gravitational pull from the core is what pulls everything towards it. It doesn't matter what direction from the core it's coming from. Everything's just being drawn to the core by gravity. Does that really make sense? Oh, because the Earth's core is like molten rock, right? It's like magma. It's like a foundry, right? Why aren't foundries magnetized? Don't they kind of work the same way? Duh. You saying there's just hot metal and that's what creates magnetism? Such strong magnetism? Have we recorded any strong magnetism around metal foundries? No? Well, somebody check that out. I don't know where any foundries are. If you're near a foundry, go check to see if it's magnetized. That's all I got. We're at 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.